Samir Banout, the forgotten lion of bodybuilding's golden age. In the pantheon of bodybuilding legends, names like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman, and Dorian Yates are uttered with reverence. But hidden in the shadows of Olympia glory is one man whose name echoes like a forgotten roar: Samir Banout, the Lion of Lebanon. His physique was once considered close to perfection, his potential limitless. But his story? It's a shocking tale of triumph, sabotage, politics, and a tragic fall from the summit of the sport he loved. The rise of a lion born in Beirut, Lebanon in 1955. Samir Banout didn't just walk into bodybuilding, he charged in like a warrior. In a time when Middle Eastern athletes were rarely recognized on the global stage, Samir defied every odd. He emigrated to the United States with a dream that was almost delusional in its audacity: to win the Mr. Olympia title and stand shoulder to shoulder with the gods of the Iron Temple. His ascent was slow but ferocious. Throughout the late 70s and early 80s, Banout built a physique that would shock the world. He wasn't the biggest on stage, but his balance, symmetry, and unreal conditioning made jaws drop. He was art in motion. His back, particularly his lower lat insertions, was so unique, so defined, that it was given its own nickname, the Christmas tree. He was a visual masterpiece. 1983, the year of the storm. Then came 1983, the year Samir Banout stormed the bodybuilding world with the perfect blend of size, symmetry, and slicing conditioning. At the Mr. Olympia in Munich, Germany, the judges couldn't deny it. Samir was flawless. He dethroned Lee Haney, who would later go on to become an 8-time Olympia champion, and etched his name in history. But here's where the story turns from legendary to haunting. The curse of the crown. Winning Mr. Olympia should have been Samir's ticket to a dynasty. But in a shocking twist, 1983 would be both his peak and his downfall. The very next year, he placed a devastating 6th at the Olympia, a far cry from champion status. How does a reigning king fall so fast? The answer is both tragic and maddening. Behind the scenes, politics, injuries, and betrayal reared their ugly heads. Samir's relationship with Joe Weider, the godfather of modern bodybuilding, began to sour. Injuries plagued him, including nagging back issues and a devastating sciatic nerve problem. But even more crippling than the physical pain was the blacklisting he allegedly suffered from the powers that be. Some insiders claim Samir was punished for speaking out against corruption in the sport. He wasn't a puppet, and in a world where obedience was often rewarded over authenticity, Samir became a target. His outspokenness, his unwillingness to play the political game, may have cost him his throne. An athlete, abandoned by the late 80s, Samir's presence in major competitions dwindled, not for lack of effort, but for lack of support. Imagine being the reigning champion, only to be pushed into obscurity by the very federation that once glorified you. It was unthinkable, yet it happened. He continued to compete sporadically into the 90s, but the fire had dimmed. The spark of 1983, the year he ruled the world, was reduced to a whisper. And for years, the name Samir Banout was treated as an asterisk in bodybuilding history. A fluke, some would say. A one-hit wonder. But the truth is far more savage. Samir wasn't a one-hit wonder. He was a casualty of a system that ate its own champions alive. A bodybuilder who had the potential to dominate the 80s, snuffed out not by age or laziness, but by injuries, backroom deals, and a cruelly political sport.
Like, share, and subscribe Fitness Motivation.